70 million American women, Democrats and Republicans alike, have an ID with their name on it that does not match their name at birth. Now, this is most likely because they changed their name during marriage, but there's a bill in front of Congress, a Republican-led bill called the SAVE Act, that would put their ability to participate in elections in jeopardy. And many of you have asked me to explain it, and it's today's topic of Sarah Explains It All. Now, I teach public policy, and I always tell my students to start by identifying the public policy problem we're trying to solve. Now, House Republicans, my colleagues across the aisle, contend that voter fraud is rampant and that non-citizens are voting or attempting to vote in our elections. Now, the truth of it is that voter fraud occurs 0.0003% of the time. Put another way, another angle, you are more likely to be struck by lightning than for a non-citizen to try to vote in our elections. It's our contention that this is a solution in search of a problem, and by slapping these unnecessary ID laws onto our books when it comes to our elections, we only disenfranchise millions of Americans and millions of women in our elections. Now, here's why the SAVE Act is so dangerous and will lead to disenfranchisement. In an effort to make sure that only citizens can vote, the bill is silent on whether you can use a marriage certificate or any other government form of ID if you have a name today on your driver's license that is different from your name on your birth certificate. So without that provision, without that safeguard, again, up to 70 million American women could be disenfranchised from participating in elections. Also, not a small detail to forget, it is already illegal to try to vote in an election in which you are not eligible. Not eligible because you are not a citizen, not eligible because you don't live in the place that you're attempting to vote. And so again, this is a solution in search of a problem that will only harm Americans and will only harm election integrity, which is a tenet of our republic. And for all these reasons, and thank you for those who've reached out to ask me to explain the SAVE Act, I plan on voting no.